What's up everybody, and thank you for joining me for another video. My name is Whack4863, but you can call me Whack. Today we're back on my Bringing Siptah Home Let's Play on the Exiled lands. And you guys gave me some really good ideas for what I should do for the alchemical base. So I'm going to do a little bit of both. I'm going to head over to the den right over here. I'm going to kill the bearers that are in the den, and then I'm going to drop down into this area here and go to the silver mine. That way we can get some silver as well. So hopefully we get some alchemical base out of the bearer packs that are in the den, but I'm not sure that we will. So we definitely need alchemical base going forward, so we're definitely going to go harvest some silver. We will be able to learn the belly dance while we're up here, so we'll do that as well. And we'll kill the Scorpion Queen in the Silver Mine Dungeon. Not a whole lot has changed with the base. I did receive another care package from Rico. I'm not going to use all of this, but I did get this stuff from Rico as well as some other thralls as well. The black blood stuff I'm probably not going to use because I feel like it takes that content off of the table, but we did get a love tap and a map room, which is very cool. I'll probably use those in the future, but the black blood stuff, I'm gonna have to go and fight those guys anyway, so I'm definitely going to fight them before using it, but it is there. So let's head off to the den and we'll go from there. Alright, so we're pretty much at the den at this point. Let's go ahead and take care of you, little snaky guy. There we go. What else do we have following? A whole bunch of stuff following us still. So we'll take care of all of that. Oh, bye, Rocknose. And there are some people right up here, so we're gonna go say hello. See how everyone's doing. How you guys doing? You want to fight? Okay. Oh, I'm stuck. Okay. Do have a Claw of Jebelsog in there, and this should be Nabatu. Oh, Doonman the Dracoon, that's right. That's who's always up here. I'm not sure where my thrall is. Where is you, thrall? Oh, she's over there, okay. What's up? What's up? Okay, alright. It took that out pretty easy. Let's see what's in the chest. Take some of this stuff. I do have to be careful because I don't want to get too much stuff in my inventory end up over encumbered by the time I make it to the silver mine. I suppose we could always go back to the base in between, but it just seems like a lot of extra work. Okay, so the first bearer is right there, so we'll just head over the side here. I think there's actually 3. I might have said 2, but I think there's 3 bearers here, now that I'm thinking of it. There's that. Okay. Okay, I see you. Ow. Okay. Anything I can't live without on these fine folks? I suppose I could take this iron. Ah, missed all those. All my sneak attacks I missed. And we have a bearer 1 there. This pike lady is just keeping some distance. All right, we'll take the bearer pack. And we'll take the iron. Well, we might as well take that coal too. I don't really need it, but kind of always grab it when I see it. That actually looks like nothing. Okay. I thought it could have been a name there. For a second, I thought it looked taller than this Taskmaster. And I really should put my helmet on instead of the earrings. I made some earrings because, you know, I don't like having the helmet on, so I made those because they actually give me a bit more health and they look cool, so I've been wearing those, but really should remember to put the helmet on when I go into battles. So this middle guy is going to be possibly a boss. He does look taller than the other guys here, so he may May drop some good loot. Let's see, does he have glowy eyes? Does not appear to have glowy eyes. He is a one skull boss, though. Any loot in there? Nope. Well, bummer. We'll kill this guy and then heal up. See what's in the chest. Oh, hi. Sneak attack on me, huh? There. Nice. Okay. Lots of iron. Okay, let's get ourselves healed up. I'm not gonna buff up until we go to the silver mine. I just don't feel like we need to buff up for this content. And depending on whether I have to go back to the base after this or not, I don't want to have those buffs run out. Hey, I'm looting stuff here, guys. Can you leave me alone while I loot stuff? Obviously not. Can I attack the one that I'm looking at? Thank you. Instead of the one that's behind me. Priorities, game, priorities. I could take that water. That would be good. Alright, let's go up here. See if we can learn this before they get to me. Or if I can learn it while I'm fighting. I can. Nice. Okay, we have a high priest. There we go. It looks like she was just going to fisticuffs me too. I don't think she actually pulled a weapon out. Just munch on some steak. Okay. The second bearer going to be up this direction here. Okay, she's dead. We'll just leave her. Aye. He's dead. We'll just leave him. Dude, I swear I just got stuck when his tail went out. Okay, so there's our second bearer. What is it? A bearer 1 again. I don't think we are going to get any alchemical base out of these packs, but we will see what happens. Where are you running off to, Berserker? Okay, cool. There we go. Give him the death sentence and then just look away. Avert your attention. Do we want that oil? Yeah, might as well. Okay, alright, let's head up this direction. We'll get this last bearer spawn point. It's definitely not a named. It is also a level 1. Okay, so 3 level 1 bearers. Doubt we get any alchemical base out of those packs. Okay, let's look at our inventory here. We're 69% over encumbered. We can drop a couple of things on the horse. So we'll put this, and that on the horse. That takes us down to 56. Let's go ahead and head down to the silver mine. We'll start harvesting up some silver. Just so happened to come across somebody else's base here. Figure we'll go take a quick peek. Ah, this is pretty cool. This is Barrett's place. Nice. Check that out. Looks very cool. I bet we could sneak in here a little bit. Says decayed. Oh no. Alright, so on the unofficial servers, they're just like if you were playing on an official server for Funcom, except we have mods and a longer decay timer. So this is super cool. I'd hate to see this disappear, but could happen. Could happen. Let's see, where can we get to here? Just crawl all over his base. Put my fingerprints all over it. Oh yeah, okay. Take a drink. Nice Wheel of Pain. It's got some thralls on there that aren't finished yet. Got a camel. Hello, camel. Brandy the camel. Yeah, this is nice. This is cool. Can use the elevator. I haven't used an elevator in this playthrough yet, so might as well do that from here. It's got a sweet view too. Look at that. Really cool. Really, really cool. Alright, well, hopefully it's still here in the future, because it says decayed. It could go kaboom at any point in time. Hi, horse. Okay, Rhino Horn Ridge. This is the area of the silver mine, and we'll go ahead and kill these guys while we're out. There's some silver right there. We'll get all this silver that's outside the silver mine as well. Just need to clear out some of the riffraff first. What are y'all doing over here? Y'all fighting? Let me get in the middle of this. Show you how it's done. Okay. Alright. So, some silver up here. We'll get that. And around over here as well. There's quite a bit that you actually don't even have to go into the silver mine for. Don't think there's any over here. We'll double check. Oh, yep. See, a couple of nodes back here. Nice. Okay, and then there's a couple of nodes across the way here. We should be able to get pretty easy. If I'm remembering right. Yeah, there they are right there. There we go. Couple right here. Kill it, Zerker. Yeah, good job. Okay, and then the ones right out front. And 2 by the door. Should be one on this side. Oh no, 2 on this side. And I think there's 1 on the other side of the door there as well. And cucumbered. So we'll throw this on the horse. Boom, boom. Could move this stuff up here. Move it right there. Drop that. We don't need the bugs. And then there's 2 on this side as well. So very cool. Grab these. And then silver mine entrance. I'm going to show everybody where I'm at on the map real quick. It's right here. There is the jawbone. That's the location that we're at. Let's head in. Okay, so this first section of the silver mine's actually quite easy. You can see there's just silver pretty much all over the place in here. But there's just scorpions at the entrance, so pretty easy to come in here early level and just kill scorpions. It's just we'll just smack you there, bud. Have the Zerker take care of you. And then this area just has an absolute ton of stone as well, so if you're wanting to farm stone, this is a great spot. So we'll go ahead and just smack all this up. Alright, so without doing an amazing job of cleaning it up, just grabbing the easy stuff, you can see we got 2,900 rocks from that, 2,900 stone, and quite a bit of silver. We'll continue on. The other thing you'll find in here is there's actually quite a bit of coal and iron as well. So if you're looking for that, you can come in here and harvest all of this up. Okay, so I've already filled my horse's inventory, and my thrall has some iron on it as well. And you can see I haven't even started in on the coal. There's tons of coal in here. There's more iron in here. There's stuff everywhere in this dungeon. So really good place to come and farm a bunch of these different things. Okay, so like I said, I filled my thrall's inventory up. I also build my horse's inventory up, and you can see I still have overflow of some items. So quite a bit of stuff in here. We did end up with 327 silverstone from this run, which is going to be enough to make plenty of alchemical base to start out. I did basically use my entire star metal pickaxe coming down here, so do make sure that you do repairs on your mining equipment before you come down. Now, the bottom section of this also has stuff to be harvested, so there's even more silverstone here, and there should be a couple of monsters. So we have one baby scorpion here, and then we have a giant scorpion. You can see King Daddy Scorpion coming to say hello. Let's make sure we put the right thing on. There we go, and we'll get after this guy. Now this is kind of the mess that you don't want. You don't want a whole bunch of little scorpions and the big daddy scorpion, but should be okay. We'll let that guy die from poison, and then we'll stack as much bleed on this one as we can as well. There we go, 10 stack of bleed, 10 stack of poison. We're going to swap over to these, try to get some sunder on there as well. I'm not sure why he's not getting sundered. Oh, that's why, because I didn't actually swap. There we go. Now we have the bleed, sunder, and poison stacked on him. We'll swap back so we can get some more poison. And he's basically dead already between the Zerker and I. Doing well. Zerker just went flying. Don't stand in my bubble, Berserker. You need to stand in opposite bubbles. You stand in yours, I'll stand in mine. Oh, we're going to take a hit there. And that's death sentence. We're going to take a big hit right at the end. We'll go ahead and heal up real quick. Now we do want to hit this guy for his key. Key. There we go. We got the key. Now we just have the queen left in here. Some little adds, but just the queen's going to be at the end. So there she is right there. Now there's two adds. There's going to be one right over here that you want to take out first before gaining her attention. He'll be dead. And then the other one is right over here. We'll take him out before grabbing her attention. There we go. We're going to eat. Alright, so she does have two little baby scorpions up there with her. Not a big deal. Let's go ahead and pop a potion. Make sure we're all healed up before we go into this encounter. And what I like to do is I like to try to drag her back to these, because you can use these pillars to not get damaged. At least you used to be able to. Let's see if it still works. Yeah, she can't even hit. Yep, there you go. So you can see you could use the pillars, just get on one side, go in, do some damage, roll back out. Second one actually hit me there. But yeah, you can get in there and cause her to just not be able to do much anything. And now she's on the Berserker, so I can actually just go over here. Stack our bleed and poison. Let's go ahead and swap over to these. Oh, okay. She likes me now. See, bring her right back over here if I can. Come on. There you go. She went past, which is okay. But yeah, I just like to play right around those braziers there. That way, if I need to, I could just get right behind it. Just keep it in between her and I. Okay, let's swap back to the Feroxic. We'll put some more poison on her. There we go. She's on the Zerker again. Zerker's taking some pretty serious damage, but I think she'll be more than okay. She could have done this by herself if she wanted to. Yeah, no damage. And there we go. Follower leveled up. We also get this sweet shield. We will smack her, see if we get some eggs. Fragment of power. We did get an egg there. Nice. So we did get one Oh, we got a whole bunch. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 eggs from her. Cool. And then this shield does heat protection. So that'd be helpful in the volcano. The only thing about it is that it doesn't have a lot of durability. If I remember right, Oh, no, it does. It has 7,500 now. So that's cool. It used to have a lot less, if I remember right. I'm gonna have to look into that, because I was pretty sure that shield died quickly. This should be a legendary chest. It is, so we'll grab that. And then we just want to make sure that we interact with this tablet here, learn the recipes, and we're out. Okay, so we put this stuff in the furnace here. You can see just absolute ton of stuff there in the furnace. And we're going to go ahead and start just grinding up some of this silver. That way we can stick it with the other stuff that we have and start making alchemical base out of that. I did put all the scorpion eggs in the horse inventory for the moment. However, I do want to clear that out. So I've got this one making some hardened steel. That way I can make another preservation box and put those scorpion egg sacs in there. I just don't have the room currently. I don't have enough room for all of them. And I don't want to throw anything that's in there away. I did forget to buff up before going into the silver mines. You can see I still have all my buffs here. Didn't even end up doing it. Let's look at what we got out of the supply materials. So sticks and wood sticks and some stone, and then sticks and wood again. So most of that's going to go right here on the carpenter's bench. I'm really glad we decided to go both routes here and check it out, because if we hadn't, that would have been devastating to put all our eggs in the one basket and not end up with anything really to make the alchemical base. So good thing we went out and did both. I really like getting the alchemical base from the bears because you do get a lot of it. However, it is RNG, so it's not guaranteed. It's just one of those things that I kind of look at and say, well, you know, when I come across it, that's when I'll end up using it. So put some of that in there and get started making the alchemical base. We're going to get 84 out of that little bit right there. So we should have enough silver at this point to make just an absolute ton of alchemical, because these break down into 10 for each one of these. So we're going to have way more silver than what we need. We'll be short on gold, but I'm thinking as we just continue playing, we'll end up getting it from bearers and different things like that. The real problem that I'm going to have right now is not having star metal. So I did take the one legendary that we got in the dungeon and I put it in the dismantle bench for the star metal bars. I'm going to stick that in here and we're going to repair this guy. And the reason why is I'm going to take you one more place real quick, and it could be good or it could be a fail. Basically, I'm going to go and try to harvest some star metal, but I need to wait for my hardened steel so that I can make the preservation box so that I can clear the horse's inventory before we do that. So I'll see you in a moment. Okay, we have the preservation box made and set there. You can see we have our scorpion egg sacs in there. We can also start picking up pets as we come across them and sticking them in the preservation box if we want to have something for a future animal pen. All right, so we're coming up to the area that I like to look first, and that is right up here by Stargazer's Crest. This is where I start looking for star metal, because usually it hits this ridge that's off to my left. If it doesn't hit that ridge, there's likely no star metal anywhere else. And actually I can see a node right there. You can see there's star metal in the side of the mountain there, which means there are going to be some nodes out and about as long as nobody else has gotten to them. Let's go ahead and see if we can start with this one, and I've got to make a decision whether it's easier to climb to it or if it's easier to fall down from up above. And this one looks like it's probably going to be easier to climb to, so let's drop down here, and we'll wait for our stamina to regen. There we go. Then we're going to just climb right up. Now, for some of these, when they're on the face like that, I'll actually stand on them and shoot them. The fire damage at this level really doesn't do enough to kill me, so I wouldn't really be worried about that. However, there's this flat spot right up here that I feel like I can shoot it from, so we'll get up to that. There we go. And I do want to look over the edge, just see if I see any more. You can see the smoke from this one coming up right there. So let's see if I can shoot it from over the edge. Maybe right about there. So let's get our bow. And I do want to aim pretty high on it, like about there. And I missed. Okay. There we go. So not quite that high. Then I'm just going to wait for that fire to go out, and then I'll drop down on it and start harvesting it. That's probably good enough. Even though there's fire there, we could probably stand on top of it. Yeah, we're not taking any damage standing on top of it. So the key is to know when it breaks, to grab the edge, depending on how high up you are, so you don't actually end up falling to your death. So we'll try to time that. Even though I don't think this fall will kill me, there it is. So we just grab the edge of the wall and go back down. There we go. All right, let's see if we can find some more star metal. So there's another one right there. That one's probably going to be easier to get from up above. So we're going to head over to this direction. And I actually saw another one up this way. Look, there's another one there. Now, for those of you that are going to be like, oh, Whack, you're so lucky finding star metal. I never find star metal. I have been up here in a couple of other runs that I've done. They just haven't made it to the episode. I've come up, looked, and there hasn't been any star metal, so I've just excluded it from the videos. So do keep that in mind that it's not the first time I've been up here. So I'm not that super lucky. Okay, continuing on up. There's another one there. And we'll just shoot this one from down below here. There we go. I do like the explosive arrows the most. I don't like using anything else, honestly. The explosive arrows just make it so much easier to pinpoint them and actually get the hit on them, actually cause damage. And they also weigh the least out of everything that you can bring up here to harvest star metal. So that's my suggestion if you're going after star metal and you're wondering what to use. Explosive arrows is the way. Okay, so I know we have another one. It was over the edge here, right? Could have swore I saw one over the edge. Maybe not. Where was it? Oh, yeah, there it is right there. So I'm not going to hit that one just yet, and the reason why is because it's a rather long run to get back up here. So I do want to check up here first, just see if there's any other star metal. I can also harvest the black ice that's up this direction real quick. Should be able to do that without freezing to death. And I can't tell, is this black ice or is that regular ice? Looks like regular ice there. Okay. So is this going to be regular ice too? Yeah, regular ice. All right. We do need to offload some of this stuff into the horse. So let's drop that star metal in there. And it's actually, that's a lot of star metal already. Let's head up this way. I know there's some black ice up this way. I'll need that for being able to smelt the black ice. I'm going to go ahead and eat and drink real quick. We'll kill some rock nose. Oh, we got a corrupted rock nose up here. Okay, we're gonna have to be watchful for that guy. At least I think it's a corrupted one. It's got like purple-ish eyes. What's up there, Bubba? Let's see. What are you? Oh no, it's just a regular one. For some reason, I thought it was corrupted. That's okay. So here we go. Here's the black ice. You can see these are pretty dark anyway, but this is the black ice. So let's get that. Okay, so this is also a really good area to look over the edge for star metal, and I'm not seeing any on the ridge. But we are going to go right over here. We could run around the outside edge, but you can see this flames and the smoke right there. We're going to drop down here and talk to this guy. This is the Outcast, and we'll just see what he has to say. What's up, Outcast dude? Can I talk to you? What do I have to look at your hand? Your groin? What? I can't. For some reason I can't get. Oh, okay. So look at his leg. There we go. All right. And we can learn the altar of Emir. Go ahead and grab those out of there. Well, what the heck. We'll just take it all. And let's just look over the edge again. Now, down there, yeah, so there's some star metal there. And there's probably other star metal out there as well. That area is pretty dangerous depending on your level, because there's a lot of saber-tooths in that area. But we're going to drop down. We'll go get this bit of star metal that's down here. Go ahead and shoot it from here. Boom. Okay. And should be able to, I think that we'll be able to stand right here. Yeah, okay, we can. And we'll just harvest this guy up. All right, I'm definitely going to put my helmet on in this area because, like I said, there's bunches of saber-tooths out here. There's one there. There's a bear over there. There's usually about 3. There's another saber-tooth out there. So there's saber-tooths just all over the place in here. And if you're not paying attention to what's going on, they will wreck your shop in a hurry. So we're just going to clear him out as quick as possible. Ouchies. Down we go. See ya, bud. You're not going to make it to me. We have the other one is... oh, okay, so the other 2 are fighting the bear. So that's okay. I think we'll just sneak past them since their attention is averted to something else. We won't worry about it. There's actually another star metal node right here. See it? There it is. So when they're close to rocks like this, I like to get rid of the rock first. And especially if they're in the mesh of a rock, you definitely want to get rid of that rock first before you try and break it open, because it will not break open if there's a rock mesh on top of it. They're totally just over there having a friendly chat, devising a plan to come and attack me all as one unit. So I'm just going to sneak away so that their plan can be foiled and they can't actually attack me. I don't think I'm going to go back for that other star metal node. I feel like we've got enough, so I don't see any reason to go back. The horse's inventory is full. My inventory has another 331, so there's just no reason to go back for that last one. We'll leave it and head back to the base. All right, so all in all, that was a solid harvesting run. You can see we just got tons of the star metal, so that'll be good. We got tons of other stuff. Look at how much, I mean, just so much stone and iron and the whole 9. So really good farming run today. I'm really happy with it. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do in next episode, so let's see what recommendations you guys have for content that I should go and interact with at this point in the Let's Play. And I want to thank all of you that are still here for watching the entire video and for the likes that you put on this video. I truly appreciate it. I'd like to thank all my YouTube members for your continued support. Y'all are absolute legends. If you'd like to become a legend, there's a button that says join on this page. Click that for details. There's 2 videos on the screen. Click one of those to watch next, and I'll meet you over there.